I can't make sense of it. What do Ithelia and her Shardborn seek to gain here? Why assist the recollection and allow them to use Wildburn seeds to transform West Weald? What are we missing, friend?
Tracking down Ithelia was what brought me here. Maybe the answer is connected to her in some way.
That might better be pondered by Leramil, but you're probably onto something. Both the recollection and the Shardborn serve the Prince of Paths. Their goals must complement each other somehow. Which brings up another question. Where's Ithelia?
I saw an echo near vision in Hoperoot, a memory of Ithelia heading toward the Outcast Inn.
The Outcast Inn? Of course! Now that we know what happened there, and at Feldergard Keep, I have what I need to decipher this map. So, not only did we stop Nantharian from unleashing more Wildburn, we have a clue to his next move. And that's not all.
That's not all.
We exposed Nantharian as leader of the Recollection. When Vashabar hears about this, they'll tear the crown from his head. He can lead the Recollection, but he can't hide anymore. And the map we found at Hoperoot contains a valuable clue. I just know it. Give me some time and I'll decipher the code and figure it out. One thing is already clear. King Nantharian and his allies aren't done with West Weald yet.
We destroyed the fortress and Wildburn scene. What else could they be up to?
I won't know for sure until I finish deciphering Nantharian's notes. But Ithelia is still at large. The Daedric incursions haven't stopped, and Recollection forces are thick as Horvors on Carrion around Ayleid ruins. They're looking for something.
What do you think the Recollection's looking for?
When I think of Ayleids, I think of magic. Welkin stones, portals, ancient relics. Things that would be dangerous in the wrong hands. But how it fits into Nantharian's plans, I don't know. Think you could help me piece it together, friend?
I'll help you look into the Recollection's plans. Where do we start?
I'm still deciphering the map from Hoperoot. I can't yet make sense of all the notes, but I figure that any location marked on the map must be important to the Recollection. How did your investigations go?
Pretty well. We recovered the Lamp of Clarity and the blade called Abolisher.
You've been busy, friend.
Sure.
Did you learn anything at Feldergard Keep and the Outcast Inn that might clear up the last nagging questions I've got about the Hoperoot map? Tell me what happened.
I met Ithelia at the Outcast Inn. I helped her remember herself and acquired the Lamp of Clarity.
You helped Ithelia remember herself?
I did.
Isn't that what the Recollection is trying to do? I suppose you had a good reason, but still.
Several realities were entangled. Helping Ithelia was the least dangerous thing to do.
Entangled realities? A strange tale, friend. That's a problem rather beyond my experience. I'm glad you were there to sort things out. And you recovered a lamp? Sounds like some sort of relic. It might be important.
Yeah, Leramil took it from me. And I fought off the Shardmoss of Velghast at Feldergard Keep and acquired the blade of the Abolisher.
So, the planned attack on Feldergard Keep was with Daedric forces, not the Recollection? A good thing you were there to help Tribute Alea defend the fortress. And that blade you acquired. Any sword with a name must be important.
Thank you. So what's next?
As I hoped, your account explains these last few marks on the Hoperoot map. Not only were the inn and the keep noted, there's another site the Recollection's interested in, an Ayleid ruin called Neriostare. We need to investigate that ruin next.
Alright, where are the nearest ruins located?
Neriostare lies in the western Colovian hills. It's rather dilapidated and haunted. I had a harrowing experience there back when I was actively adventuring. Leramil wants to speak with you. Talk to her, then meet me at Neriostare.
You explored Neriostare before?
It was a long time ago, friend. Close to 40 years now. I was part of an adventuring company that explored Neriostare's Great Hall in the nearby chambers. We didn't get very far, though.
Why not?
Neriostare was too dangerous for the band I was with. In addition to traps, The Alien ruin was full of undead guardians.
Often.
But the worst obstacles were the collapsed passages and buried doors. The recollection won't get far without a lot of digging.
True. Alright, we don't need to be reminded. We've been doing this for 2
The
days.
permutations of fate created a high probability that you'd... I would like to talk about the relics I heard you describe to Beregon. The Lamp of Clarity and Abolisher are 2 of the relics once used to defeat and imprison Ithelia.
Gone.
As I said, they are 2 of the 3 relics Mora had created when Ithelia became a threat. He enlisted other Daedric princes against her, and they made the relics. Abolisher was forged by Boethia to cut a path to Ithelia no matter where she walked.
And?
The Lamp of Clarity, which she recovered from the Outcast Inn, was crafted by Azura. She wrought the lamp to illuminate the many paths, to make the unseen seen. Only one of the 3 relics remains to be found, the Skein of Secrets. A relic woven by Mephala, Daedric Prince of Secrets. It tracks Ithelia and the unseen, but I do not know exactly how. It was locked in a vault long ago and forgotten. Given the Recollection's interest in Neriostre, I think it might be there. Torvesard used Abolisher to open the way to Ithelia's prison. He knows the relics can be used to return her there, and will do anything to prevent that. These ancient tools may be the keys to saving West Weald, and perhaps all of reality. The blade, the lamp, and the skein countered Ithelia's power in ancient times. I think they can do so again. You and Beregon are fated to seek the Skein of Secrets in Neriostre.
Yep.
I have my own tasks, and shall find you when it is time to finish this.
Alright.
Hello, friend. It looks like the Recollection is camped right on top of Neriostre. We need a plan.
Alright, thank you for Asander.
That's Neriostre over there, surrounded by a Recollection stockade. I guess it's nice to know I correctly interpreted the map we found in Hope Route. But it does pose a problem.
What's the problem?
Assaulting a Recollection camp isn't our objective. Leramil says we need to find the Skein of Secrets. That's likely somewhere in the vaults of Neriostre. I recall a set of stairs leading down in the middle of the ruins. We should start there.
Any sign of King Netharion here?
I've seen a few Recollection scouts come and go while I've been watching, but I haven't seen any of their leaders. Of course, I have no idea what's waiting for us in the underground portions of the ruins.
How do we get through the Recollection defenses?
If you want to hit them head on, I'll follow your lead and help as I can. But there might be an easier way to get where we need to go. Before we commit to an attack, why don't we scout the perimeter and see what other options present themselves?
Alright, let's scout the perimeter.
Let's look around and try to keep out of sight until we're ready to make a move.
Alright, let's go. Where are the shadows? We move in secret.
The Recollection brings supplies to this gate. The sentries here are predictable. We might be able to slip by them, or we could try the path to the north. Although, I don't know where that leads.
That's why we're scouting.
That's the main gate. Lots of Recollection there. No way we're getting through them without a fight. I think we've seen enough. Let's compare notes. Looks like we've got multiple options for getting inside. From what I recall, we'll find the stairs to the buried halls in the middle of the stockade. Assuming the Recollection hasn't blocked them up, that is.
Alright, so what do you make of our choices?
It depends if we want to announce our arrival or stay hidden. The gate to the east is heavily defended, but there are fewer sentries at the west entrance. I think we could slip by them. Or we could try the path to the north.
Where does the path to north lead?
That's a good question. Sometimes natural fissures or caves provide hidden entrances to buried ruins. I saw no recollection forces in that direction, so it might be worth investigating. Your call, friend. I'll follow your lead.
Follow me. Well, I want to try to the north. Sometimes. I want to see what sometimes means. Or as far north as we can get. Why don't we just go in here? We're in. No, we're not. Never mind. Is it me or are we not getting back out? Oh gosh, if I get stuck, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Wait a second. I'm not embarrassed at all. Look what we found at the extreme north. Alright. Beregon was onto something.
There must be a reason why they're not guarding this passage.
Is it all the beasties? Like, you know, the living minotaurs? I feel like it might be that. Let's see. Oh, come on. You gotta sneak in. Let me sneak past a minotaur or two. We're stealthy. Ow. It's the Elliot. Oh, Beregon, he has a special skill. Trapping vines. Interesting. Alright, I don't think we're gonna get much sneaking done. I'm not sure there'd be a way through here. No. Not here. Not here. Oh. All right. Are these the stairs? There's some stairs. I think that's good enough.
Be careful. I remember encountering some deadly traps, and it looks like the recollection's been busy down here too.
Are there other ways? It feels like the only way. But there's something over here. Also, that kind of looked like the way out. Oh! Hey, look, we found the recollection. Alright. Yeah, I probably should have been in that little circle with Beregon.
The Great Hall of Mirrormoor. This is as far as I got on my previous visit.
How much further do you need to get? Alright.
The door to the south leads to Mirrormoor's vault, but it's sealed by this Welkin stone. The Recollection's working on the puzzle. Let's look at their notes.
Okay. The first one is to the north gallery above the hall to the east. I'm sure of it, yet no spell or sight of mine can reveal its hiding place. The second is in the halls above the eastern gallery. Rubble blocks the way. The third stone lies at the end of the southern passage to the west. There is no way across the pit to search for it. The last is just beyond the gate of the northern pass to the west, but how can we get to the balcony? Mythic Terram. After Hoperoot, it's clear we face tenacious foes. To this end, you must ensure the skein of secrets cannot be used. Take a different path. And the darkened home can restore our friends. Okay, great.
Interesting. I've got no talent for spells, but I picked up a bit of arcane lore in my time. The ancient Aelids were fascinated with light. They devised ways to harness its magicka, or draw it from ethereal crystals, like this burnt-out stone.
What's the stone do?
Great Welkin stones like this one powered mighty enchantments. They could make buildings float in mid-air, maintain networks of magical portals, or seal impassable gates. I think this is exactly what we're looking for.
So you think the skein of secrets is beyond those doors?
Someone in the Recollection thinks so. Besides, you don't build a door like that, or a lock with a Welkin stone without a reason. Explorers have visited Neriostore many times over the years, but no one's ever gotten past the dead crystal.
Then how do we restore the Welkin stone?
Do you see the empty sockets? The mage I came here with years ago thought we needed lesser Welkins to restore the Great Welkin stone, but we couldn't find any. Judging from these notes, the Recollection's experiencing the same problem.
Could the relics help? The Lamp of Clarity reveals things, and the Abolisher opens portals.
Good idea, friend. The Lamp and Abolisher give us an advantage previous explorers didn't have. I suggest we start with the East Passage and look for a way up to the north. The Recollection Mage's notes suggest we might find something there.
How did you learn about Aeliad puzzles?
I'm sorry to say that one of my principal talents as an adventurer was getting into places I wasn't supposed to be. I generally served as the trap expert and lockpicker of the party. Guess I've always been interested in puzzles.
What can you tell me about the last time you were here?
I came here as part of a small adventuring company. Brave companions and good friends. Anyway, we found the stairs in the ruins and fought our way past a small horde of skeletons to reach this spot.
What brought you to Neriostore?
We hoped to find some treasure overlooked by other explorers. The vault door certainly seemed promising, but the Welkin apparatus stopped us here. Neriostore's undead forced us to retreat before we could figure out how to get past it.
What became of your company?
We parted ways long ago. I had one close call too many in ruins like these, so I decided to retire and take up a safer vocation. We said our farewells in Skingrad. It's ironic. I'm falling into dangerous habits again.
What do you make of King Nanthron's plans?
It looks like Nantharian intends to plant more wildburn seeds. I thought we were finished with all that at Hoperoot. What really worries me is the suggestion that the wildburn ritual has another purpose.
Another purpose?
Planting seeds to wake the power that sleeps in the darkened home. I thought Nantharian wanted to cover West Weald in a great forest. But maybe the wildburn is just the collateral damage of his real purpose.
What's the darkened home? What power sleeps there? Is it Ithelia?
I have no idea. I dimly recall seeing that turn of phrase somewhere before. A translation of an old Aeliad name, maybe? But where the darkened home is and what's there, I couldn't say.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna try going this way. Yeah, this isn't where we're supposed to be either. Also not here. I can see where we're supposed to be. I don't know how to get there. Excuse me, I'm trying to go somewhere. Oh, wait, is this it? I don't think it is. If we go over this way, then we're gonna end up right back here. If we go over that way, we'll end up right back here. We're trying to get here, and I don't know how. I just keep ending up in the same place over and over again. Okay, these are the stairs that go outside. We want to not go outside. We don't want to go downstairs either. So I don't know what to do. We've already tried going over this way. It looked like it had led to the right chamber. But it can't have led to the right chamber because when we went there we didn't see anything. Okay. Because in theory, it's supposed to be here. We were here before. What happened? Alright. Yeah, well, I'm a greater beast caller, so get wrecked. There we go. I wish somebody cleared the way from me.
Amazing! That stone wasn't there until the light of the... Great! Let's go back to the Great Welkin Stone and try it in
Yeah,
one
it
of the
certainly
sockets.
wasn't here when I came through. Okay, so where do we place the Welkin Stone? Probably not in the urn. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, here we go.
Look! The stone you placed is feeding the Greater Welkind.
Yeah.
Let's find the rest of the lesser
Alright.
stones.
Okay. See, I knew the other ones were gonna lead us back. Okay. So I want to go to this one. I mean, wanting to and being able to are two different things, but I would like to. I think it's gonna be upstairs, to be honest. Yeah, with all the other walking stones. Alright. I think to do anything, we're gonna have to like take care of these things. Never more do I feel like I'm just pressing buttons when I'm trying to do a quest, and I have a bunch of NPCs chasing after me. Alright, all done. There we go. Gosh, I feel so special! Getting to do this quest as the chosen one! Are they simply like waiting behind me so that they can not have to fight the NPCs too, or what? Okay, let's go. That's one of the problems with playing an MMO.
Stone nearby. Try the lamp here.
I mean, not that this is a very special quest. It's a
Take it, friend.
fetch quest.
Another stone. 2 more, and we'll see what the Great Welkin Stone is protecting.
Right. There we go. Let's go. It would be a lot nicer without all the NPCs around. Are they... I've entered the Ministry of Silly Walks. Wait, do we have to get all 3 of them? Okay, I'm not used to doing that. Apparently we have to get all 3 Welkin stones before we can place the rest of them. That's... okay.
This must be the pit mentioned in the recollection note.
Yeah.
Use a polisher here?
Now you're working with portals.
I think the lamp's found another stone. Give it a try.
Display.
Amazing. The lamp pulled the stone into our reality somehow.
Okay.
That's 3 lesser stones. There should be 1 more to find.
I think we go through the portal. Wait. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. Alright. We just went swimming. I wanted to know if there was like any slaughterfish or anything in that. No, just a lot of water. It's not like the portal was going to take us all the way back to the Welkin Stone room. Alright. Cheers. Alright, still got it. Good job, Beregon. We're going to portal through the gate.
By rubble.
If this doesn't work, we're gonna get shredded. Alright, it worked. Bye! is it? Yeah, upstairs. Found it. How did he shoot through a bookcase? That's not fair. I should be able to hide around corners. Alright. The what? It's not cannibalism if you're eating a different kind of elf. It's not cannibalism if it's another species. I mean, the Elliot's always called the other species inferior species. So, if they're not the same species, then it's not cannibalism. The orcs, the Khajiit, the Argonians, the Dark Elves, the Atamiri. They're not technically wood elves. I'm just saying.
Just think of it. No one's opened this vault in thousands of years. Place the lesser Welkin stones in their sockets, and we'll see what the Aelids of Neriostare were so anxious to protect.
Alright, if I can get up there. Please? I can do anything but place the Welkin stone.
That did it! The vault is unlocked. We better go in before the recollection notices.
Okay, let's go.
Just think. No one set foot in here in ages. Except for any Aeliad undead that might be around.
Yeah, except for them. Alright. Must have been the wind. I said it was the wind. The wind!
They must lead to an inner chamber.
Okay, fine, I'm a tornado. Coming in like a hurricane! Wizard? Work with me. Thank you, Beregon. That's exactly what I wanted. Good job, buddy. Alright. Yeah, you did. Okay, fine, I'm just playing with Beregon's power.
I'm beginning to think the Aelids built this place specifically to protect the skein until someone with both Abolisher and the Lamp of Clarity came along to reclaim it.
I think so.
Stairs? The Aelids left us one last obstacle, but I think there's another chamber above. Try Abolisher again?
Might?
There, to the south. I think I see something.
The same player we've been seeing before.
Secrets? I wonder what it does. Go ahead and over there, friend. Isn't that an Ithelia manifestation? We should see what it reveals.
Why do you trouble my
Ew,
peace,
he's so ugly.
Phaedra? The many paths splinter. You manipulate fate in ways that were not meant to be.
Says you, buddy.
What I do for the good of all. Why can you not see that, Mora?
I am not alone in my concerns, Ithelia. Constrain yourself, or we will constrain you.
And you will fail. Now be gone.
A memory of Ithelia arguing with Hermaeus Mora. Have you ever seen? An ancient quarrel between Daedric princes is beyond me, friend. But it's clear Mora attempted to reason with Ithelia. She willfully ignored his warning, and was too strong for him to overpower without help.
Hermaeus Mora had allies, Azura, Boeth, and Mephala. Together they defeated Ithelia.
A good point. And now we have the 3 relics they used to defeat the Prince of Paths. The question is, where and how to use them. We know what Abolisher and the Lamp of Clarity do, but we have no idea how to use the skein.
What do you suggest?
I'll take the Skein of Secrets home and study it. Leramil thinks it's important, and King Nantharian didn't want us to get it. Whatever he's planning, I bet the skein can help us stop him. I'll meet you back in Skingrad, friend.
Very well, see you in Skingrad. Do you know that we have a room at the inn in Skingrad that we can just go to? We do. I realize we probably could have just dumped down or something, but this is faster. And housewife? Okay.
Over here, friend. We should talk.
Hello, sir.
It's strange. When I first retreated from Neriostare, I wondered for years what was hidden in that vault. Never guessed it was the relic of a Daedric prince. Now that you're here, let's take stock of our recent discoveries.
Very well. Where do we stand?
The 2 of us recovered the Skein of Secrets. You and Tribute Alea saved Feldergard Keep and found Abolisher. And you discovered the Lamp of Clarity at the Outcast Inn. You learned something about Ithelia, too. We finally have an advantage.
An advantage?
Leramil believes these relics are the key to defeating Ithelia and her Recollection and Daedric allies. We still need to figure out when and how to use them, but thanks to you, we have what we need to save West Weald. Take this, friend.
Thank you.
After my initial examination of the Skein of Secrets, I still don't know what to make of it. It's a map, but the image is constantly changing. I think it reacts to whatever the viewer is looking for. I
Interesting.
wasn't having much luck. Then I had an idea.
We have West Weald Grand Adventurer. An idea.
I thought about finding Nantharian, but nothing happened. Then I remembered that these relics were made to find and defeat Ithelia. So I thought about her, and these Daedric runes appeared. I think they translate as the Staff of Many Paths.
Staff of Many Paths. Didn't Charmaine Vargas give that to Nantharian at Hoveroot?
Precisely. Nantharian used the staff to prepare the Wildburn Seed ritual before you stopped it. I think the skein is showing me places where Nantharian is using the staff to plant more seeds. A lot more.
Oh.
So, friend, want to help me stop Nantharian?
I hope you find King Nantharian and stop him.
If I'm right, Nantharian is planning to set off a massive wildburn, enough to destroy Skingrad and cover the entire Weald in forest. Take a look at the skein, and you'll see the sites I'm referring to. I think they can lead us to Nantharian.
Shouldn't the Skein of Secrets show us where Ithelia is?
I'm not sure. If I understand the story of the relics, they were made to counter Ithelia, and she has the power to avoid detection, hence the unseen. My guess is the skein can't spot her directly, but instead looks for places she exerts her power.
But you said the skein is showing you the places where the Staff of Many Paths is being used.
From what we can tell, the staff is Ithelia's relic, filled with her power. Right now, since Ithelia doesn't seem to be exerting any power of her own, the skein has focused on the staff. Lucky for us, Nantharian has that, and we need to find him.
Can the Lamp of Clarity or the Abolisher help us with this?
The lamp only revealed hidden objects close by, and I think you need a clear idea of where you want to go to open a portal with Abolisher. Don't worry, friend. I suspect we'll need all 3 relics before we're done with this business.
Alright, cool. Alright. Lovely. Very
See what
spidery.
I mean? I think King Nantharian could be at one of those marked locations. See how the map shifted and those marks appeared? I'm pretty sure they indicate places where the Staff of Many Paths has been used recently. A lingering aura of sorts, maybe. I think we need to investigate these sites.
If King Nantharian used the staff at these locations, there's no guarantee he's still there now.
You're not wrong, but what in life is ever guaranteed? No matter. We need to find out exactly what Nantharian did at these locations, and something there might point us to where he's going next.
Can you tell which locations these marks indicate?
The one to the north might be Turthill Farm. It's a remote homestead. The other one looks like Hastrel Hollow. There's a ruined tower nearby. You should travel to each one and investigate. If you find any wildburn seeds, destroy them.
What are you going to do?
While you search the sites, I'll see what else I can get the skein to reveal to me. And I'll try to make more sense of the other relics. Come back when you're done investigating the sites. Between the 2 of us, we're bound to find something.
Alright. Alright.
When we find Nantharian, we better be ready for a fight. I'll muster the Legion, and warn Vashabar too.
Okay.
We might be able to avoid a pitched battle if we find a clever way to sabotage his plans.
I doubt it will be that easy, and I intend to make sure Nantharian doesn't escape again.
Careful, stranger. The ones who murdered my friends are close. They
I
may
can take care of
return.
that.
This camp is lost and my companions are dead. Wildburn will cover any trace of their existence and the evidence of the Recollection's crimes.
What happened?
The Recollection happened. I was out scouting when they attacked our camp. Most of them were gone by the time I returned, which is the only reason I didn't die with my companions. I came here to hunt our enemies, but we became the hunted instead.
Why were you hunting the Recollection?
Greenspeaker Darolith told everyone in Vashabar about the false king and his wildburn seeds. She said we needed to find the Recollection and stop them from planting more seeds. We were but one group sent out, but the Recollection found us first.
You said the Recollection forces were close. Where?
A number of them went into the ruin to the east. I think they're still inside. I would go in after them, but there are too many for me. And my heart is heavy with grief over the loss of my companions.
Is King Nantharian here?
Nantharian is no king of mine. Not anymore. Using corrupted magic like the Wildburn. It's a betrayal of the Green. My companions felt that way too. I didn't see him here, stranger, but he could be inside the ruins.
Alright. Okay. We found some recollections. Alright. I don't think that's what we were supposed to be doing. This is it.
When the seed sprouts, this ancient shrine will awaken. Its power will help fill the well of Miskarkan. We will guard the seed with our lives, my king.
Hello. Goodbye. I can guide everyone in here. It's not a dungeon. I will be fine. A day of remembering. A day of remembering is at hand. All the struggles, all our doubts, all our hard choices have led to this moment. We were the first to awaken from the forgetfulness woven by the forces of the Prince of Paths. Now we shall lead the way into the glorious age to come, when the world remembers our prince and bows before glory. Okay, that's terrifying. If you want to read the rest, you can always rewind the bottom closet. I also hope to upload a video. Alright. Awesome. Hello. Those who occupy the West World. Okay, great. More alien stuff. The ancient aliens made a lot of dangerous stuff that nearly destroyed the world. Why would you want to be related to them? To ever find this, if I'm dead, then it was those bloodthirsty wood elves and their data friends who murdered me. You'll know them when you see them, an unfriendly group dressed in strange armor. Yep, okay. They were trying to take our land. Why? Don't know. It's an old well. It's not an Elliot well, but it could lead to something Elliot. An Elliot adjacent well.
This place should serve. Tell Nantharian to bring a seed here. And suggest he guard this seed better than the last few.
Oh. Wait, does that... It's a seed. Okay. Back to the townhouse. You see why the first thing I did when I got here was get the room at the end? It's because we have to keep going back. And I knew, in my heart, that the rallying point was going to be in the town. So, yeah. Everything he says is interesting. Hello.
You're back. Tell me what you found. I had a feeling you'd return soon. The skein of secrets changed while I was studying it. The sites I sent you to investigate faded away. I presume you accomplished something at both locations? Tell me, what did you find?
King Itharian planted wildbird seeds at Terrell Farm and Hastro Hollow.
I had hoped that we put an end to the wildburn threat when we interrupted Nantharian's ritual at Hope Root. What did you do about the seeds?
I destroyed them, but the recollection wiped out the farm and a wood-elf camp at the hollow.
The recollection grows more violent and reckless. Until Nantharian is defeated, no one is safe. Did you learn anything about where Nantharian was heading next?
A letter I found suggested the next wildburn will awaken wellsprings of power, whatever that means.
Wellsprings of power? I've got no idea. All right, if you destroyed the seeds the recollection planted, they'll need to replace them. That means we still have a chance to find Nantharian. Let's take another look at the skein.
Alright. Where are we? Okay, cool. Let's look at it. Okay, right in the heart.
That's Fort Deerich, an old watchtower to the northwest of Skingrad.
Okay.
I'll meet you there, friend.
Cool. Sorry. Just looking at that completion, it's beautiful. I've never managed to complete so much of a zone in so short of a time. But I never just put in, what has it been, 26 hours in the course of 3 days. That's ridiculous. That's so much.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar wood elves were to blame for all this.
I don't feel safe. I don't think they like wood elves around here. Let's get out of here.
I told you the fort's seen better days. Let's look around a little.
Oh, I do believe there's something up here.
That poor beast has been corrupted by Wildburn.
Yeah,
But what's it doing here?
that's sad.
Look, there's a passage behind that rubble.
Is there? That was very well spotted.
I wouldn't have noticed that passage if we hadn't examined that poor beast. We'd better see where the passage leads.
Alright. There we go.
Someone's been down here. Let's see if we can find Wildburn seed. Over
Okay,
there,
let's burn
a
it.
Wildburn seed. That's one seed. It looks like there's another one deeper in.
Can't we just, like, save one and take it to Alkier? Just
Wildburn.
something been
Another
going.
seed. Destroy it, friend.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
That was
the
wrong.
well of Miskakand. I remember it now.
Miskakand was the ancient realm of my ancestors, my prince. But the well lies hidden.
I can open the way for you. The wellspring of power awaits in a starry vault deep beneath the city. Come, I will show you.
Miskakand? That's where we'll find King Nantharian. Let's talk outside.
Are we going to find the lost city? The wandering city. What if it doesn't want to be found? What if it runs away?
Any adventurer who delves into Ayleid ruins knows the name Miskakand. It was a great Ayleid city, but it's been lost for ages. If Nantharian is truly descended from its ancient rulers, that would explain the Recollection's fascination with Ayleids.
It may be lost, but Ithelia seems to know where to find it.
I'm not sure that helps us. There are Ayleid ruins scattered all over West Weald. Any one of them could be Miskakand, and it's not like I can look it up in any books. And that memory confirms it. We were wrong about the Wildburn seeds.
What do you mean?
We thought Nantharian unleashed the Wildburn to expand Dawnwood. It does that, of course, but the memory suggested another purpose. They want to wake up Ayleid magic and restore that ancient realm, and apparently restore Ithelia in the process.
Well, maybe we can use the Skein of Secrets to track them to Miskakand.
Of course. If Ithelia uses her powers to reveal Miskakand to Nantharian, the location should appear on the skein. Open it up and see if the map has changed, friend.
Alright. Let's open it up. Ah!
I don't believe it. According to the
fort?
skein, Nantharian's back in Vashabar.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, we happen to be near a wayshrine.
I noticed the Ayleid ruins around Vashabar, but I never imagined it was built above ancient Miskarkand. Clearly, Nantharian planned to harness the Well of Miskarkand from the beginning, but he needed Ithelia's help to reach it.
What exactly is the Well of Miskarkand?
Leramil could explain it better, but I'll try. As I understand it, Ayleid wells are supposed to collect magicka. They harness starlight, the pure power of Aetherius. Miskarkand was the capital city of a powerful kingdom. Its well must be huge.
What could King Nantharian and Ithelia want to do with that much magicka?
I don't know. Refound the Ayleid Empire? Restore Ithelia to her ancient might? They could do anything they can imagine. The fate of West Weald might depend on us stopping them from using the well. We need to get to Vashabar, friend.
Alright, I'll meet you there.
Time isn't on our side, friend. The Skein of Secrets indicates that King Nantharian, and likely Ithelia too, are already in Vashabar. If we don't stop them now, we might not get another chance.
But what do you know about Miskarkand?
Not much, I'm afraid. Miskarkand is mentioned in several historical accounts of the Ayleid Empire. It was one of the more powerful city-states in the western part of the Empire. But until now, no one had any idea where it stood.
What do the historical accounts say?
The city survived Alessia's rebellion and acknowledged her as Empress after the White Gold Tower fell. Miskarkand remained strong enough to deter the Alessian Order in the decades after her death. The Order could not overcome its defenses.
How did Miskarkand fall then?
It's said the people of the city just slipped away in small bands, seeking the safety of Valenwood. Eventually, no one was left but the last king, Moramath. But all that's little more than legend and speculation. No one really knows for sure.
So it was just abandoned.
Time isn't on. Not much. The city. It's said that.
He's quick.
Over here, friend. The skein was right. Ithelia used her power here. There was no doorway into these ruins before this one suddenly appeared. According to this legionary, Tribute Alea witnessed the whole thing and went charging in after them.
Tribute Alea followed Ithelia and King Nantharian into these ruins.
Sounds like something she'd do. We'd better head in and find her before she tries to take on who knows how many Shardborn and Recollection warriors. But if this is Miskarkand, that won't be all we'll have to deal with.
More than the Shardborn and the Recollection?
Take Abolisher. An Ayleid ruin of a city as powerful as Miskarkand will have dangerous traps, maybe powerful undead. I have a feeling we're going to need that blade before we're done here. Go on. I'm right behind you.
I love it. Okay. If we can find where we're going... It's somewhere in here. I'm sure once you know, it's obvious. Let me in.
Legend said it. We're definitely in the right place. This place is crawling with recollection and fallen.
Comrade, you need to find a way to close that portal.
Ithelia. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be impressed with Ithelia, am I? You stay away from them.
close Mirrormoor portals. Tribute Alea, you're safe.
Safe? We were pinned between a Daedra-spewing portal and a blocked passage before you came along. Glad you found us, comrade. I was meeting with Greenspeaker Derelith when Nantharian walked into the village like he still owned the place. Marched straight to these ruins. He had a strange cloaked woman with him. I think that was Ithelia.
And you charged down here all by yourself. What were you thinking?
I was thinking I was performing my duty as an Imperial Tribune. And I wasn't alone. I had legionaries with me. We fought our way through an army of recollection until we reached this dead end and got trapped by that portal. How did you find me?
The Skein of Secrets, King Nantharian, and Ithelia are looking for the Well of Miskakant.
That doesn't sound good. Shard Marshal Vargas is here too. I was hot on their heels, but they stepped through a portal at this blocked passage. I couldn't follow. We've got to find another way to reach the deeper halls.
I can make portals now. I have the Abolisher.
Abolisher? We saw Vargas use it to open portals, and we just watched you use it to seal portals as well. All right. Cut us a path through this collapsed passage, comrade.
Okay. If I can only get over a small ledge. Let's go.
More Shardborn and recollection ahead.
Alright.
Like that in Hope Room? Use the avenue.
Guard the door. They must have reached the well.
The memory of a great battle? Who are Ithelia's forces fighting? Up there! It's Shard Marshal Vargas.
Yeah, they're fighting the tentacle monster.
If this memory interests you so much, allow me to send you there.
Ooh, neato. Hi! Wait, why don't we get to fight? Oh, there we go. I'll protect you, sir. Hey! Is that any way to treat an ally? I got you, buddy. I got you. Oh, we didn't make it. Excuse me, This is antisocial behavior, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay.
Oh, there you are. You just vanished.
Yeah.
That memory showed Shardborn fighting other Daedra.
I got to meet ancient Eliots. I might use the ancient echo light and loud. I think we're done. Nope. Okay. Now we may use the echo. Oh, he's so ugly.
Futile struggle, Ithelia. Every fate before me says.
I love her.
You cannot win.
But you do not see everything, Mora. In the many paths, all things are possible. I will write my own fate.
I believe in you. Oh.
My prince, you must escape. Ithelia, wait.
Is this where Ithelia lost her ancient battle? Her minions remain to guard the passage behind her.
Yes, unfortunately our friend Torvesard tells us that, sadly, we can't just let her do her thing.
Use abolisher.
Sad. I mean, if Torvesard says that we have to abolish Ithelia or exile her, whatever it is, then so be it. I trust him.
Your foes destroyed your seeds, but do not fear.
Now we're working with portals. Hey!
Friends, the gate closed behind me.
Found
Hurry.
one. Yeah, I can't actually use anything at the moment because I have 6 daggers right now. Excuse you. I think we're finally done. Alright, I think Beregon was shouting about portals closing behind him. I think we might be at the boss fight. Hey, buddy!
West Weald!
Hey, leave him alone. You son of a... Don't you dare hurt him. What? Excuse you, but, there we go.
Enough! Forces of Mirrormoor, aid me!
Ready abolisher.
What's with the horses anyway? Oh. Wait, do we have to like take down the portal with the thing? The abolisher? Once we've gathered enough, what do you call it? Yeah. Alright. Next. Really exciting this. Wait, are there 2 portals? Hello? Alright, portal 1, 2. How come the horses aren't hurting me? Oh, there we go. I feel like when I watch the VOD later, I'm gonna discover the answer to that. Alright.
I will take back this land for my people! You cannot stop me!
I can't what? 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 I have 2 distance weapons, buddy. And one of them is a stamina weapon. I feel like one of my friends is using the horses to help. And I think that's great.
Protect me!
Get ready to use abolisher.
I am the heir of the aliens and the beloved of Ithelia. I will not be denied!
Oh, I think it's that. Not quite.
This cannot be my fate.
Yes, it is. Are you still up? Okay.
The staff of many paths was never meant for mortal hands. Witness its true power! Ithelia, Unweaver, Mistress of the many paths, let your glory be restored! Remember your true self and free us from the chains of fate!
I am whole. Come, Vargas. It is time to go home. With the loom, I will restore all that was lost.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Wait, do we have a portal?
We stopped one thread. But did you see? Ithelia changed.
Let's talk about this back in skin.
That's not a portal.
We stopped Nantharian and prevented a massive wild burn that would have destroyed the rest of West Weald. But Ithelia and Shard Marshal Vargas got away. Let's go back to my townhouse and figure out where we stand.
What happens to Vashbar now that King Nantharian is dead?
Vashabar deserves a chance. Not everything Nantharian built turned to evil. Somewhere he lost his way, as did my friend Greenspeaker Sorrelin, and others who fell in with the recollection. I need to go to Vashabar and tell them what happened.
Nantharian really thought he could resurrect the Elliot Empire?
Apparently so. He considered himself the heir to that empire, and planned to destroy West Weald to rebuild it. Some things are just better left buried.
True.
And seeing Ithelia restored was terrifying. I wonder what she plans to do with all that power.
I don't know, she's a Daedric prince.
I may never get used to fighting Daedra and magic users, but at least we put an end to Nantharian and his plot to destroy West Weald. That should finish the recollection. Now, is it too much to hope that Ithelia will take her power and just go away?
You think the recollection is beaten?
Nantharian is dead. Hoperoot is destroyed. The recollection has no leaders and no friends. Some diehards might linger for a time, but they won't pose a significant threat to West Weald. No, I'm more worried about Shard Marshal Vargas and her prince.
What do you think Ithelia and Shard Marshal Vargas are going to do?
I have no idea. Maybe they'll never give West Weald another thought now that Ithelia has her power. But she wants vengeance for what was done to her. That might lead to very bad things. I don't think we've seen the last of them.
True.
I sensed a powerful ripple in fate, and came as quickly as I could. I have been scouring the plains for hints of Torvesard's doings. I sensed ripples of probability flowing across the Daedric realms. Imagine my surprise when I traced them to their origin. Ancient Miskarkan. What happened there?
I defeated Nantharian, but Ithelia regained her power and departed with Shard Marshal Vargas. I mean, it's terrible, I know.
Without Nantharian, and with Torvesard off doing who knows what, the recollection will be scattered and leaderless. Our battle merely shifts to a new arena now, with even greater stakes. Already the threads of fate fray at an alarming rate.
If Ithelia went back to her own realm, why is fate fraying?
I do not think reality is endangered by Ithelia's travels, but by her choices. Whatever she decides to do, reality must accommodate her. It will shatter in the attempt. The threat of her next decision causes fate to now fray.
So what do we do?
The one who knows has not made that clear to me. Yet as long as reality persists, we still have a chance to prevent Ithelia from undoing everything. Conclude your business with Beregon, Proxy. Our work is not yet done.
I think that's going to take a lot longer than you think, baby.
I'm glad you're back, Leramil. A few recollection may linger, but their threat fades. Without Nantharian or the Staff of Many Paths, there will be no more wild burns.
Yay.
The mad dream of a new Ayleid kingdom replacing West Weald is dead. And that wasn't our only victory, friend.
What other victory are you talking about, Beregon?
By saving Skingrad and Vashabar from Nantharian's designs, you taught both sides to stand against a common enemy. Whatever comes next, all the people of West Weald will face it together. I thank you for that.
Thank you.
It's not much, but please, take this.
I always wanted another skill point. That's cool too, and I haven't collected it yet.
I sent word to Vashabar about Nantharian's fate, and Tribute Alea's scouts report that the Recollection's on the run. However, the Daedric incursions from Mirrormoor continue unabated. I don't think Shard Marshal Vargas is done with us yet.
Ithelia said she was leaving our world. Why are the Shardborns still attacking?
Shard Marshal Vargas clearly intends to conquer West Weald for her prince. She made that quite apparent at Feldergard Keep. But there may be another motive for the incursions. If Vargas keeps us busy here, we can't interfere with Ithelia's plans.
What do you mean?
Ithelia said something about a loom and restoring what was lost. And her plan probably leads to the end of reality that Leramil keeps going on about. Let's take the fight to Ithelia and maybe prevent whatever she has in mind. Are you with me?
Alright, let's go stop Ithelia.
Take a look at the Skein of Secrets. If Ithelia returned to Mirrormoor, wherever that is, then perhaps the skein can show us how to follow her. It's worth a try, anyway.
Alright, with King Nantharian's death, what happens to Vashabar?
The Wood Elves aren't going to pack up and return to Valenwood, if that's what you're asking. Nantharian was wrong about many things, but there's room for Bosmer in West Weald.
Good.
I think the Colovian neighbors will come to see that too.
So who's going to rule over Vashabar now?
I think Vashabar is done with kings. Nantharian came from an old family in Silvenar, so the Bosmer who followed him accepted that title. I imagine they'll choose a new leader with a little more humility.
Good.
Greenspeaker Darylith would be a good choice.
Alright, every town needs a mayor. So you said you have reports of more Shardborn incursions.
I have my own contacts. Old habits die hard, I suppose. But these came from Legion scouts reporting to Tribute Alea. They send word that Mirrormoor monsters are still appearing out of thin air all across the Weald.
Shouldn't we try to defend West Weald from these incursions?
I imagine you could make a real difference against these Daedric monsters.
With
but
help?
we can win a lot of battles and still lose the war. These incursions are going to keep coming until we stop them at their source. We need to deal with Shard Marshal Vargas.
Alright. Let's see where we are. 4 out of 5. Alright, we are nearly done. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, I can't use the skein because I can't focus. Oh, wait. There we go.
When
Okay.
here? Does that mean anything to you, Leramil?
There are many hidden paths between the planes. I suspect the Skein of Secrets has showed us one. Prepare yourselves.
How exactly do we prepare ourselves for oblivion?
A good point. There is no telling what we may... Fascinating. Wendir is another Ayleid ruin, but the Skein of Secrets offers no explanation beyond a mark on a map. A subtle tool indeed, worthy of the Lady of Whispers. I am curious, Proxy. What exactly did you see when you looked at the skein?
The Skein of Secrets revealed a location in West Weald, north of Skingrad.
Yes, it showed me the same. A place where Ithelia used her power. I doubt she is still unknown. The skein presents us with a strange puzzle that we must solve. When you saw Ithelia with Vargas in Miskarkand, what exactly did she say?
You could just call it a ball. She said it's time to go home, and something about a loom and restoring what she lost.
A loom? As in a weaving apparatus? Intriguing. As for Ithelia's home, her realm in oblivion was forgotten when she was. No records exist that can point us to Mirrormoor. And the thought of restoring what was lost, I do not like the sound of that.
Then what exactly is the skein of secret showing us?
The point to which we must travel to follow Ithelia, I assume. Perhaps we will find a portal to her realm there. Or mayhap there is something we are meant to learn in Wendir. We must trust the skein. I shall meet you there, Proxy.
Okay. Oh, here it is. You're a sad, pathetic creature, and you should have just stayed where you were. And I didn't even get through my full rotation doing that.
I sense a non-idea. This is what the skein wanted us to find. A portal recently used by Curious. This is Fargrave. Did Ithelia come this way to make use of the celestial palanquin? Beregon and Tribute Alea were right behind us, but have not yet appeared. We should confer, Proxy.
Shut up. Okay. They said that Fargrave was a city that was out of time, so that it didn't belong to any Daedric prince. So, maybe at one time it did belong to a Daedric prince.
The portal deposited us in the demiplane of Fargrave.
Yeah, it did?
It is a realm without a prince that serves as a crossroad through oblivion. 1,000 doors lead in and out of Fargrave, or so it is said. But the fate of Beregon and the Tribune concerns me.
Yeah, I've been in Fargrave before.
I am not surprised. Many who travel the plains pass through Fargrave. I do not recognize this quarter of the city, though. Nor can I explain what happened to our allies. Perhaps it was some effect of Ithelia's presence. The Shardborn are here in force. And in my previous visits, I never saw anything like those crystalline growths ahead.
Yeah, they're
new. I think Ithelia reshaped this part of Fargrave when she came this way. Which may have affected our portal, too.
So, do you think Ithelia passed through Fargrave on her way somewhere else?
That is one possibility. But another occurs to me now. The true origins of Fargrave are lost.
Yeah?
You said Ithelia intended to return home. I wonder if this was her realm before she was forgotten.
So you think maybe Fargrave is Mirrormoor?
A mere conjecture. But if this lost quarter of Fargrave was once part of Ithelia's realm, it has fallen into ruin during her long absence. Well, we will not find our allies or the answers we seek standing here.
Well, that
Let us continue.
Why we found Torvesard here in the Deadlands. He was already home. The shinies are after me. How can you be mad at her? Everything she makes is so shiny, and she's pretty, and she's soft-spoken, and she's not always trying to tell everyone what to do, and she apparently believes she already knows. Like, everything can control fate. Okay, she's a Daedric prince, but I mean, is she really worse than the rest of the Daedric princes?
Stay close.
You dare trespass in
yeah.
In the very heart of our power. I banish you to the many paths, never to return.
You know, maybe she does have a few issues. Use the kill. Ooh. There we go. Alright.
Your war is futile, Torvesard. What you seek is fear. The loom of the
Leramil.
I have no idea what it is, but I am certain it's important.
You can stare at the sealed portal until you go mad, Vargas. I go in search of my missing memories.
The memory of Torvesard and Vargas before they recovered what had been forgotten. Let us talk.
The shattered mirrors. Alright.
I almost feel sorry for Ithelia's scions.
I do.
To exist for millennia, tormented by the sense they were missing something, and could not find their purpose. The loom of the untraveled road. That must be the loom Ithelia spoke of in Miskarkand.
So even before she remembered why, the Shardmaster of Agnes was drawn to this place.
Indeed. Clearly the loom of the untraveled road is an apparatus of great importance. Vargas forgot what it was, yet its existence never ceased to gnaw at her. This is where Ithelia's trail has been leading us. We must find a way to follow.
Perhaps through the mirrors? I mean, how do we do that?
Perhaps there is something more here than our mortal senses can perceive. In this reality, the archway and mirrors have long since lost their power. But in the many paths, that might not be so. Use the lamp of clarity, Proxy.
Yeah, that was my first thought. It's one of our many new toys.
A dormant portal. Proxy, we must find a way to activate it.
Found it.
I think the order of the symbols is important, Proxy.
Okay. And this will open once we figure it out. Alright. Do you have any clues around here? We probably have to use the, something else, like the skein.
The symbols the lamp of clarity revealed above the mirrors are the same as the ones that appear in the portal archway. There is certainly a connection.
Okay.
The runes above the arch, the symbols in the mirrors match the symbols above the arch. That must
You said
indicate
that.
something.
It just looked a little samey. Alright. Let's go! I'm going to Ithelia. Ithelia. Torvesard. We're here. You're not Torvesard.
Is this another isolated?
It's not that isolated.
Another memory. Use the echo near.
I would. We done? Nope.
My loom of the untraveled road fills this place. From its core, I can break the shackles of fate, undo mistakes, unlock possibilities, create new histories.
Ooh.
Ithelia can use the loom to change history.
Neat.
That is how she will restore what was lost.
I mean, I'm terrible.
Magnificent. But won't some princes see it as a threat?
A threat? This is a gift. The gift of unconstrained choice.
For who?
The loom will weave a new story for every being. What they choose to be true. All shall benefit.
I'm not sure that you can do that.
Wonderful gift indeed, my prince.
Ithelia and Vargas have reached the loom's core. We must reach them before they destroy the reality we know.
Alright. Alright, we can't do that. We can't do that either. Let's go. You know, some people actually like the fighty bits. It's weird. Fortunately, we're speedy. Yeah. We're speedy. Always gotta get that out of combat speed bonus. Go down to stare down. Get the one speed.
I am not sure. And we have no time to wander aimlessly. Proxy, are you injured?
Why are you threatening me?
Skein of secrets never fails. May I see?
There.
I am surprised you were not injured, Proxy. Unrolling the skein of secrets appeared to precipitate a reciprocal paroxysm that is, it triggered a backlash, as I am sure you noticed.
I noticed. So something blocked me from using the skein of secrets.
Indeed. And whatever caused that also completely drained the skein's power. Perhaps Ithelia protected the loom of the untraveled road against the influences of her rival princes. Or is this some property of the loom itself?
Ithelia protected the loom? How?
I cannot say. Daedric princes are supreme within their own realms. The longer we are delayed, the stronger Ithelia grows. In fact, the next defense we trigger may be more dangerous. I do not think it would be wise to use Abolisher here.
Oh, so what should we do?
I have witnessed enough of Ithelia's realm to feel the power flowing through it. I believe I can use my portal magic to proceed deeper into the loom, perhaps even reach its core. As long as Ithelia does not sense our approach, we should be fine.
It's either that or a grappling hook. Let's go. It's portal power! Don't worry, I use portals in the reach.
The portal I opened should carry us as...
Ithelia does not wish to be disturbed. Rot in the very prison.
We should stop using the other things. Immediately uses the ecolair.
For the sake of the reality,
I see a memory.
you cannot
Use the
walk
ecolair.
free.
You cannot contain me forever, Mora. In time, I will escape this cell.
No fate that I foresee results in your freedom. I am sorry, Ithelia, but I do this to preserve reality.
Hermaeus Mora could not predict what he could not perceive. Ithelia's scions, the unseen. Come, we must find a way to escape.
Ithelia, I miss you. Okay.
I sense it. The lamp still functions, and it revealed a path. We should follow its guidance.
Oh, it's pretty power. Very shiny. Excuse me, please. Sorry, coming through. Don't mind me. Hi.
Hey! Can you see me? I can't find my way out!
Is
Hi.
that Beregon?
Hey.
These ruined
Shard Marshal Vargas sent us somewhere.
to the many
Oh.
paths.
I think
See if the lamp
we're in
returns,
trouble.
we can free him.
See if I can what? Beregon.
Shard Marshal Vargas sent us somewhere. The Fargrave we were exploring faded away. I suddenly found myself in another version of our reality. A mirror world. Dark and empty, full of soul-crushing dread. Like an iron fist around my heart.
But how can it be empty and soul-crushing if it's so shiny? Okay, Mirror World, can you describe it?
I don't know how else to explain it. Whatever part of the many paths I was hurled into, it was a dark reflection of our reality. Timeless, empty. Not a world made of mirrors, but the world you see in a mirror.
Oh.
Am I making any sense?
So, like a world made of other people's choices, or...? Okay, so where's Tribute Alea?
I don't know. I never saw her after Vargas cast a spell. She might have been in the world I was trapped in, or she could be anywhere.
Oh.
On the other side, mirrors are like windows. You can see through them, but that's all. I waited here and hoped.
Could we escape from this prison through the many paths?
These were the only mirrors I found. I couldn't pass through until you used the lamp.
Can we use the
lamp? I'm not sure there's a way out of the many paths without some sort of help. Let's stay in this reality, friend. I think we can reach the end of the maze from here.
Wait, I have an idea.
There is no escape by the road Beregon followed.
Azara!
Continue on. Lead the way, Proxy.
Let's give Azara a chance here. Okay, no. Alright, let's keep going then. Excuse me, thank you. Hi. Excuse me, hi. Going through, hello. Hi.
Can you hear me? Get
Hello.
me out of here!
You're out, hello.
I thought I was never going to get out
Just
of there.
a minute, ma'am. Appreciate all your horses though. I think it's hers with her with the horses.
Now that we are together again, let us find an exit from this place.
There we go. Alright. Then maybe one over here. She said don't use the abolisher, but hey, why not? Ooh. Oh, it's nice. Ooh. I want in. Come on, let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I won't do it again. I won't do it again, I promise. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm going.
Forgotten. I can find a path in which the princes and I were never in conflict.
Yeah? Ithelia. Let's go. Otta. I think they mean me harm.
Charge!
A fated arrival.
Yes. Much appreciated. I do believe this is the big boss fight. working on it. Alright, you might want to get out of the way, baby. Or no. No, you to you. Alright.
Abolish her against me!
Yes.
Why? I do this for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Shardman. Like, one of these circles should be out. Alright, none of them seem to be doing anything. Maybe we should hear Ithelia. Fine. Oh, it hurts. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ithelia.
Destroyed, my prince. We must leave this place.
I am the last tomorrow, the Unweaver. I am filled with the power of the many parts. Come, Torvesard, away!
You did it, friend. But what's happening to Ithelia?
Ithelia has become something else.
Did we win? I think we won. But what happened to Ithelia? She changed again, didn't she? As fascinating as all this is, I'm ready to see trees and grass and skies of blue again. Let's go home.
Yeah, let's go home. Alexander helped. We'll let him stay. He deserves it as much as anyone. Never gonna look at mirrors the same way again.
Good to see you, comrade. Beregon's waiting for you in the relic room.
Hello, friend. Put the relics in the case, please. They may be powerless now, but we shouldn't... I'm not sure I want to keep those in my house forever. But that's good for now.
Alright.
I know losing the use of the relics is bad, but at least we destroyed the loom and stopped Ithelia from changing our reality. You know, I can't even conceive of what that actually means. But now that we're back in West Weald, on to local matters.
So, what about local matters?
I convinced Count Calantius and Greenspeaker Derelith to sit down and talk. They're finally ready to discuss stabilizing relations between Skingrad and Vashabar. I offered my home as a private venue for their meeting.
Lovely.
They also want to speak to you.
The Count and the Greenspeaker want to speak to me.
Don't look so surprised. You're a hero. You brought down Nantharian and defeated Shard Marshal Vargas.
I guess I did.
Yes, there are Recollection and Shard-born stragglers to deal with, but you earned the trust of both Wood Elves and the Colovians through your actions.
Alright, I'll talk to Count Gus and Greenspeaker Dala.
They're waiting for you out in the hall. I don't know what exactly they want to talk about, but it probably wouldn't hurt to remind them that friends make better neighbors than enemies.
Too true. Alright. Hello?
Traveller, we hope to see you here. I'm told you killed King Nantharion beneath Vashabar's very roots. I know he had to be stopped, yet the tragedy will haunt me. He started with a great vision before he wandered onto dark paths.
So, are you the mayor of Vashabar now?
Vashabar is done with kings, but I can speak for the people of Dawnwood. It falls to me to make good on the obligation Nantharion left us. We must try to make amends for the damage he inflicted on West Weald.
So how will you do that?
You and Tribute Alea showed us what's possible when we accept a little help. We can't give back what Nantharion has taken, but we can promise to be good neighbours going forward. And we will not advance beyond Dawnwood. That is all we need.
Alright, and about the wildburn?
If we find any more wildburn seeds, we will destroy them. As for the area of devastation, our greenspeakers shall attempt to repair the damage and restore the land. It will take time, but nature will heal. It always does.
Alright. But, I mean, you know, since the land is torn down, you can build houses on it, you know, you don't have to chop down any trees. Just a thought.
Tribute Alea has spoken at length about
stone
you.
Houses.
Enthralled me with tales of your exploits on behalf of West Weald. And to think you're not even a native of Skingrad or Vashabar. I hope it isn't too late for us to learn something from your example.
Too late? What do you mean?
It will not be easy to overcome the distrust the recollection sowed between Colovians and Wood Elves. But thanks to your valiant defense of West Weald, I think I can convince my people to see the opportunities here, not just the threats.
So you want the Wood Elves of Vashabar to stay?
For my part, yes. Of course, I must persuade some nobles and landowners to part with abandoned estates they can no longer return to. But I want to see the new forest held by allies of Skingrad, not left empty to be overrun by monsters and outlaws.
Alright, so what happens next?
I spend a lot of coin to buy land. And with that land, I secure a treaty of cooperation with our new neighbors.
Alright.
I thank you, hero. You aided West Weald in our time of need. Wherever your journey leads next, Skingrad is forever in your debt.
Thank you.
Nantharion betrayed all we hold sacred, Count Calantius. And he has paid for his crimes with his life.
I want no war with Vashabar, but Nantharion left Ostamir in ruins and killed our people.
We cannot return Dawnwood to the seed it sprang from, but we too seek peace. We shall do everything we can to prove ourselves friends and allies to the Weald.
Alright.
Through all we faced, it wasn't until I was lost in the many paths that I realized the true danger to the Weald. I think you saved everything when you destroyed the loom of the untraveled road. Of course, Ithelia is still out there, somewhere.
And Torvesard. But did you see how Ithelia transformed when she absorbed the power from the loom?
That's tomorrow's problem, friend. You stopped the recollection, and you held back the forces of Mirrormoor. The people of West Weald can handle what's left of Ithelia's servants. We're free to find our own way forward now. Thanks to you.
Okay.
I know the history of our world is far from perfect, but I'm glad we stopped Ithelia from changing everything that happened since the time of the Aelids. Not even a Daedric prince could get that right, I think. Anyway, we've earned a rest.
So what's next for you, Beregon?
You know, it's funny. Not very long ago, I would have told you all I wanted was to deal with the threat of the recollection, and then retire from adventuring again. Go back to my books and scrolls, enjoy the peace and quiet.
You've got a different answer now.
I like being unretired. I think I was getting too comfortable puttering around in this great big house. After our recent adventures together, I'm ready for a few more. Little ones, anyway. And preferably not too dangerous.
Speaking of adventures, I meant to ask you about what happened at Ningliner Pass.
Oh, right. Nantharian told you I was called Beregon Sharpdagger, the hero of Ningliner Pass. Look, I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I helped save some wood elves caught between bandits and a rampaging lurcher. No big deal.
No big deal. That's awesome. Alright. Achievements. Gold Road. Apparently we haven't done many, but unearned. We're not the savior. Okay, if we get champion, we can at least get hero of the Gold Road. I never saw Ithelia's Fury. I don't know what Truth Reflector is. Okay, great. But we now have the Grand Adventurer. So I need to talk to my mega bird. Because it's time. Oh, and I want to see how far... Okay, we only have 2 more in the quest. Okay. I wonder how soon we'll be done.
Your gold looks better in our vaults than traded for some frilly foot coverings. Bear in mind, the greatest treasure of all...
Okay. If I finish any time before... There we go. If I finish any time before 5, then we can stay and we can do some other stuff while we're here. Alright. We'll go straight to the house. Here we are. Oh, isn't it beautiful? And now it's mine. Took me 2.5 days to get it. Plus a month of grinding through crafting writs. Without the ESO Plus sub.